All right, there's that. All right, let's move here. I got three more for you. I'll go
Let's
quickly
go.
here.
All right.
Stay in the Big 12. Oklahoma State at TCU. The surprising TCU Horned Frogs are rolling under first-year coach Sonny Dykes.
They're 5-0, 4-0-1 against the spread, coming off of just defeating the world champion Kansas Jayhawks. This is easy, right? This is easy. Why? You get nothing for them
What's
for
easy?
Oklahoma
You gonna
State.
take the Frogs?
Yeah, of
You want the
course. No,
Frogs?
don't you?
I think this. TCU almost yacked that to Kansas with a backup quarterback. Jalen Daniels, who'd been so fantastic, went out in that
Man, that
game.
was a shame.
Jason Bean came in, who was great, threw for 4 touchdowns, but just at the end of the day needed to make a few plays that he couldn't. This TCU offense has been electric. Max Duggan is playing extremely well. Quentin Johnson is a dude at receiver, probably a top 15 pick at this point in the NFL.
Yeah.
They are so explosive. That's what they do. This is an explosive offense. It is not a grind you out along the ground, nickel and dime you. This is big plays constantly. Every one of their touchdowns against Kansas came on drives of 6 plays or less.
Wow.
So if you can contain the big play, you've got a shot, but no one's been able to do that. Oklahoma State last year had as dominant of defense as I've seen in a long time. They lost all of that. They're guarding nobody this season.
They're not
So you want
even
to talk
trying.
they have not been good defensively, but neither is TCU. I mean, TCU is not good defensively either. Not a surprise there with Sonny Dykes and an offense like that. But man, neither of these defenses is good.
The total in a game, How 68.5 is pretty much the consensus, and that's what it opened. It hasn't moved yet. Is this I told you last week, I think, or the week before, I used to call it a 55 the speed limit game. Now that's been modified to 65 because the speed limit pretty much anywhere you're watching the show, which, by the way, if you do watch the show on the YouTube channel, Cash Considerations Podcast, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for that. We got more listeners this past week than we had of any episode ever. And a lot were from the state of West Virginia. A lot of different cities popped up. So we know you're listening. We thank you for that. Hopefully if you're listening and driving, you're not driving this speed. This is a new speed. You're going to get a speeding ticket in this game. This game's going over. Is it not? Like both teams are scoring in the 30s.
I mean, it would seem,
yeah,
but again,
face. What is that face for?
Only because what we've seen now, if I hadn't been paying so close attention because of this show to the highest total of the week, I'd say, yeah, it's going over. But here's the thing. I think this number's tough. I think this is a true coin flip. I think both of these teams are right there. They both have massive deficiencies, but they've been very good offensively. Both quarterbacks are playing extremely well.
Yeah.
Duggan is playing better than he has in his whole career.
Yeah.
Sanders is managing it really well and hasn't turned it over. Per the Action Network, he has no interceptions on throws of 10 yards or more. Spencer Sanders.
Okay,
one of these quarterbacks, one of them is due for some regression here.
Oh, jeez.
One of these quarterbacks is due. Mike Gundy has a way. I don't know that Oklahoma State's all that good this year. They were down to Texas Tech in the third quarter last week. They needed a kickoff return touchdown to beat Baylor the week before. They feel like they're due to give one back. I just, for some reason, don't trust this TCU team yet. I believe it or not, I don't have an opinion on this. That's a big number, but with two bad defenses, if you want it over, I get it, but that's a big number. Somebody's going to turn it over and get some stops here, aren't they? They're due.
It's 3.5 numbers. It screams to me, books putting it out to go. We got to find out where they're going to take Oklahoma State. We have to find out. I think the number's going down. I mean, anyone that is four is the top. All right. But 3 might be the bottom because you just heard how who looks at all these numbers and all these things. You don't have an opinion. I don't know if anybody's going to really have an opinion. That's a good number. That's what that number does. It gives you pause. Either team can win. I just think it's a dead over. I can't see either team not getting 31 points. So somebody has to win in that situation. So I think we're getting a minimum of 62, which puts us right near the total to get over. You got it. I don't even think you have to have a perfect trip. We could have a couple turnovers, short fields, pick sixes, special teams touchdowns, and this thing goes over. But you're right. we do talk about the highest total of the week, and we always say to go under. This is very close to that number. It's almost qualified.
I,
So
I just feel like there's got to be some quarterback regression coming from one of these two guys here that's going to slow this down. That may keep you a tick under,
okay,
but we'll see.
all right.
We'll see. All right.
Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, click on another video right here on the screen. And if you really liked it, consider subscribing below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.